Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Aries here with a video with Aaron here. Tonight's topic is going to be gift ideas. One of our people asked us what to give as a gift. Aaron?
Well, that really all depends. I mean, do they have any experience with cigars whatsoever? If not, then, just stick to a fairly cheap sampler, I guess. They're still cigars. They taste like a cigar. They smoke like a cigar. You'll be able to afford to get a cutter for them, and, that's the main thing. Maybe even a torch lighter at $7 at a grocery store or gas station or whatever. It also depends on your dollar amount. The low end sampler packs are like $20.
$29.99 if you go with just
No, the one that we got was $19.95.
I'm talking about if she went to
That had
Cigar
20
International,
cigars.
she'd get 30 cigars, the Po' Boy set.
No. You see, what you're doing is you're going for the ones that you want to get, which
I'm just
aren't necessarily your cheapos.
I'm just
Look at the Toro sampler I got. The Toro sampler I got was $23 flat, and that gave 20 cigars.
I'm just saying as an example.
And I was giving an example too. You all of a sudden went to a higher price one.
Oh yeah, well they could choose the 30
See,
cigars.
as we were saying, it all depends on what your price range is.
Exactly. Whatever your price range is, I was just throwing out ideas.
Another reason why I would try to go with one of the cheaper samplers. If they are not familiar with cigars whatsoever, they may not like them, and then you're not wasting a lot of money buying them some premium cigar that they're not going to appreciate or enjoy. I mean, I've had some that you kind of almost need a refined taste for, and I've had others that they're really, really good, but it could spoil your appetite towards any other cigar. Like the Gurkha Warlord we had recently was such a wonderful flavor that if I started with that one, all the other cigars would taste like horrible.
Well, he tried it, not me.
Yeah, and then I had an acid Cuba that was like candy. So if you know the person has a sweet tooth, perhaps getting them some acids or some other kind of aromatic cigars would be a better choice. And the Cuba is a fairly highly rated cigar. There's also CAO flavors, which are supposed to be really good. I haven't tried any of them myself, so I can't say. If they got a more sophisticated touch and they've already sampled some cigars, there are some more expensive samplers that are in the ballpark of like $50 to $100. And I was telling this to my friend earlier, go to Cigar International, cigarsinternational.com, or Thompson Cigar.
I just want to say that we're not endorsed by any of them.
We're not endorsing nobody, or we're not endorsed by. It's just who we use. She uses Cigars International. I tend to go through Thompson Cigar, mainly because I wanted to do their 3-month payment plan if I passed for it, where if I spent over $100, I'd end up having to spend like $33, and I could pay it off over 3 months, although I haven't used that option yet. But that's a good start, and then you can buy. In fact, if you do that, and I think Thompson's the only company that's got that, if you didn't want to spend too much all at once, you could buy a humidifier, a sampler pack, and a cutter and a lighter, and pretty much have them all ready to go together as one package. And you can pretty much gift wrap the humidor box. And however, you found a cigar humidor at Cigars International that they were discounting right now to $13, and it was only to 20 cigar humidor. So you could technically get 20 cigars that way, fill the humidor, wrap the humidor, and then wrap the lighter and a cigar cutter next to it. So that's some ideas that you can do. As for any specific brand, you're pretty much good with anything. There is a big difference between a $2 stick and a $10 stick. The question is, what do you want to get this person? Do you want to get them a $10 stick? Then you're going to be looking for the fancier gift packages. There are gift packages. You can look up gift ideas on these sites. There are other companies out there too, like JR Cigar, Famous Smoke Shop,
Famous Smoke
Corona
Shop.
Cigar, Holt Cigar.
Another one is Pipes and Cigars. They have their catalog.
Yeah,
now,
cigars.com. So there's a bunch of places you can check. You pretty much can't go wrong as long as you're making sure that they got. See, the best thing I think for a beginner is experience. And the best way to get experience is to try as much as you possibly can. So, to me, a sampler pack would be better than anything else because I could literally try possibly 10, 20 different cigars in one box rather than buying 20 of the same cigar. So, I would definitely look at the samplers. I was just looking at some gifts, though, the other day that had, like, shot glasses with your cigars. A lot of people like to drink scotch while smoking their cigar. There was one I was looking at that had a cigar cutter in it and a lighter, and it had like 4 cigars. I saw another one that was only the top rated cigars from the company and it had 10 cigars in it with a travel humidor. So there are all sorts of possibilities and things that you can look for. That CAO sampler would actually be pretty decent to give somebody as a gift. And that comes with the humidor. It's the CAO like top 10 over 90 rated or whatever, and it has little numbers next to each one and how they're rated, including one of my favorite now, the CAO Osa Sol, which was a 96 rated. I think it's the top rated CAO cigar. So this is just my ideas. I don't know what else to say about it. So you got anything else to say?
You covered most of it. The thing is you just got to figure out price point and go from there when it comes to what you want to get. I mean, heck, you can get 5 cigars, a few shot glasses, all in a cigar bundle.
It all depends on what you know about the person you're buying them for, too. Like, if you know that they like sweet stuff, or if they've been smoking cigars for a while now, or whether they're 100% new and just want to try it. They're all different ways that you would buy for them. Like, as I was saying, a person who likes sweet stuff and has never really smoked any cigars, get them some acids. A person who's been around and smoked a lot of cigars, get them a fancier pack. And a person who's new to cigars and never really tried them but wants to, get them a cheaper pack so that if they don't like it, it doesn't go to waste. Because they're not going to just love cigars the first one they ever smoke. In fact, I remember the first one I ever had, I never wanted to touch a cigar again. Now I smoke cigars like a lot. So it totally changes based on what your experience is. So and my experience when I first smoked a cigar was, well, this kind of tastes like it smells, and, well, it's really harsh and it burns, and, well, I don't really know what I'm doing with this, and, well, I didn't have anybody to show me, and I'd spent too much on them, like, and besides the sticks were like $10 a piece, so it's like, well, why am I going to spend $10 for something that burns the heck out of my mouth and tastes like crap? And so I just totally quit smoking cigars at that time, but I was also young at the time too. I was like 19. And now I'm like 35 and I know how to smoke a cigar. I've learned, and I still have my favorites. In some ways I actually prefer the sweeter ones, or the ones that have a very distinct flavor, like the Gurkha Warlord that we had, which had a very clove flavor. Yes, I had. So, anyways, that's all I have to say. So, Rita, if we're done.
Yes, we're done. So, please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please add us as a friend. Please leave feedback and suggestions. Thank you. May God bless the world.